Every day, we come across reminders of global warming, climate change, and all the other ways that the Earth is slowly becoming uninhabitable. We see news of thousands of species getting endangered or dying out entirely, of a countdown to the end of the world shortening by each passing minute, each passing second. Most of our videos do talk about yet another thing we're doing that puts the environment at risk. And though there are ways to help, they never seem enough. This video is different. We want to tell you that while everything may seem hopeless, it isn't. These problems are not unfixable. They can be fixed and are being fixed, bit by bit, day by day. Indonesian designer Faris Kotahatuhaha and his team made a prototype of a submarine that could potentially refreeze the Arctic. This vessel submerges to collect seawater for its central tank, which blasts cold air to speed up the freezing process, creating icebergs. This in turn further decreases the temperature and leads to the formation of more ice. Deforestation is a huge problem, impacting the environment on a global level. Luckily, we know how to plant trees. In 2021, 23 million trees were planted across the globe. Jadav Payeng, or Forest Man, covered 1,400 acres of barren land with trees spanning over 40 years, and he's just one person. The coral reefs are a delicate biome, but ways to restore them exist. These include underwater coral farming and reattaching broken parts. Desertification is also a reversible phenomenon. An excellent example is the city of Dubai in UAE. There are tons of people working to rid the oceans of plastic. In 2021, the Ocean Cleanup Organization took its first large-scale system to the Great Pacific Garbage Patch and cleaned up over 63,000 pounds of plastic from the seas. The recycling rate in the US went from less than 7% in 1960 to 32% today. These activities also account for lots of jobs and high wages. Instead of funding wars, governments could fund such projects. And they've started. At the UN Climate Change Conference, the Paris Agreement was made by world leaders to substantially reduce global greenhouse emissions, review countries' commitments every 5 years, and provide financial aid to developing countries to mitigate climate change. As of now, 193 countries have joined this pact. Environmental protests aren't fruitless. They are making an impact, and even though it's slow, it is happening. This video was a reminder. Sometimes, when the situation looks as bleak as this one does, we think there's no hope left, and we give up. But it isn't too late yet. The best time to have fixed this may have been decades ago, but the second best time is today. There is still hope.